Now to a News 4 exclusive. Controversy tonight after loads of food meant for migrant families got thrown out. Tonight, the asylum seekers are sharing their side of the story, explaining why they're not eating the food. News 4 government affairs reporter Melissa Russo has the story.
Raw, cold, and expired. That's how refugees living here at the Row Hotel describe the food they're being served by the city. Residents here point to pasta covered in grease and meatballs still frozen in the middle. They're pushing back today after shelter staff told the New York Post they were wasting tax dollars, refusing to eat the free meals here. This mom of two says sometimes the food smells bad, rotten, and every time the children eat the food like that, they get food poisoning. But Mayor Adams implies the migrants are just being picky.
People may have a different cultural taste for certain foods. We can't do that. We can only provide nutrition food for people.
The mayor and his hospital boss overseeing the Row Hotel, which has become home to hundreds of Latin American migrants, insist there's nothing wrong with the food here.
When you walk into any of our facilities, you can't miss the food.
But this letter last month from one of the city's own hospitals asks the Row Hotel to transfer a family out because of parent concerns their children lost weight due to limited food resources. This mother of three says it's not a case of what my children like or don't like. If the food was edible, I would make them eat it. In recent months, the city has had to scramble to house thousands of migrants bussed from the border in emergency hotels, many of which do not have cooking facilities. This mom, Rosalina, says her shelter on 32nd Street rejected a written request from her son's pediatrician. 4-year-old Antoine had an acute illness. His doctor asked the shelter to provide bland food and housing with a kitchen. In a statement, Antoine's pediatrician, Dr. Kendall Rao, said, among the pediatric asylum-seeking patients that I've been seeing, there has been an increase in the number of children reporting gastrointestinal issues. Many of these young children seem to be having a difficult time adjusting to the food here. It seems to be causing a shock to their developing digestive systems. Antoine says he keeps telling his mom he's hungry and asking what they have to eat at their shelter. City Council member Julie Wan chairs the contracts committee, and she says the city is starving some of the hotels, paying just $3 to $4 per person per day for food.
Can you imagine what that means? If it's $3.44 for 3 meals, what does that mean per dish? It costs $1 and something cents. Can you imagine what the groceries must be that takes to create that meal? What are you eating?
And council member Julie Wan there telling me today she plans to hold a city council hearing on this subject. Meanwhile, a spokeswoman for Mayor Adams says that all guests in these hotels are offered a food selection that reflects their diets and is prepared the same day to ensure freshness. They say all guests were surveyed about their preferences for food and that they're going to try to avoid waste in the future by only ordering as many sandwiches, for instance, as the residents say they want. Adam, back to you.